We are live, CoolIo taking on Don't Care, Gold Cycle 6, round of 8. And, see how things go. Got Fusen and NYEEES joining from Willowkeeper and from Free Agency, I guess.
No, I'm Platicris. I'm a manager of the 3.
We are live, CoolIo taking on Don't... Sorry, I had myself unmuted in the background. Now I'm not, now I'm muted, and I can hear you again. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it.
I don't know what happened. Hello.
Sometimes I actually listen to and watch Twitch streams, and then I unmute them. So then when I'm looking at my dashboard, when I'm broadcasting, it also has a feed of the stream, so that I can make sure that things are okay, but then I forget to unmute it, and so then I get the myself, but like 4 seconds in the past coming through, which is kind of
Streamception.
Yeah, pretty much. It's bad. I wonder if I let it go, if it would just be like an unending parade of horror, because eventually it would catch up to the point where I'm hearing myself, and then yeah. Anyway, this game going on. Arch Tiger, Band Parasite and Revenant, and Linko 6, Bando Feeling, Cthulhu. Marcus Moy used to play for Don't Care. That is the extent of my contributions at this point.
Wasn't Marcus Moy DoCa?
Yeah, I just said that.
Oh. But why is he playing on the opposing team?
Because he plays for CoolIo now.
Oh, what a backstab.
Unbelievable.
Oh my god.
And Catlo Main used to play for Tang Zang Pang.
Well, I'm not blaming him for leaving that too. No shit talk.
TZP, actually, they were solid once they, when Catlo Main was on the team, they picked up YOLO Train and Count Crapula, and they're actually doing pretty well.
When they picked up Count Crapula. Correction.
I said that, they picked up YOLO Train and Count Crapula.
Yeah, but the reason they were doing good wasn't YOLO Train.
Well, he was fine. I'm not saying he was the greatest player.
I'm just joking.
Why do you have to hurt all these people's feelings?
Robert, it's a weird mix of players that they worked out in their own way.
Adro, Archie.
Who's the yellow player though?
That's what's it called? Sweats on Soccer.
Oh, from yeah, each
really?
over.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay. Interesting indeed.
And I see Volka putting out the Get Rexon macro.
So, Archie's playing jungle here, I guess, and Some Sucker's playing mid, Catlo Main Suicide, Marcus, Carry, and Adro support.
Yeah.
I would guess that's the complementation.
Or Catlo Main jungle and Archie Suicide.
Yeah.
I think Catlo Main is jungle and the Omega. What did he play?
He played mid.
Played
for
carry, but he has to
think.
play mid now because Marcus Moy is not playing anything but carry.
Yeah.
That's definitely. I should know. I casted a series of them versus Hot Fob Factory, and I forgot what happened in that series because it was a long time ago.
Anyways, there are 6 picks already.
Yeah.
Is this one cast? People forget about bans and picks.
Dude, why would we talk about bans and picks? Swiftly Kraken, Rhapsody and Legion side, Tempest, Magnus, Pressure on the Hellborn side, so Hellborn are clearly going to go for the big hook into Tempest Ultimate into Magnus Eruption and then win game.
No, they...
Such a side.
Tempest Ultimate into Prisoner Hook out of the Ultimate, so Magnus done.
Okay.
Oh.
Sure.
Joke.
Whoa.
I believe in them.
I like the Legion drafts way more. I just don't see... Wait, did they... Oh, they banned all the junglers in the first... Never mind, they didn't. I just don't see why they first picked Tempest, but whatever.
Well, I think they knew they were going to get one of Kraken and Magnus anyway, so like, let's not give them Tempest.
Kraken is really good against Swiftblade.
Yeah.
So they just picked Tempest and then gave them Kraken, which they should have gotten, and instead they gave it to the enemy. Plus Kraken is a good cure against Tempest as well.
Can I ask you guys one thing?
No.
Me?
What do you guys think now? Will Cthulhu and Parasite still be first band?
I think Cthulhu, yes. Parasite, no.
I think the opposite. I don't think Cthulhu will be first banned, and I think Parasite will be first banned. In some cases, at least.
Hmm?
I don't think the nerf was that big. Why do people think it's big? Like
Okay.
it's still the same hero. Like you just sit in catapults and do
No,
nothing.
but you can't
Well,
do that
okay.
anymore, though.
No. Yeah, because the
That's the
So
whole
you
point.
jump
any
into a new
region.
catapult, duh.
Yeah, but it still goes down. Like you can wear
Right.
down. If you hit it like 3 times with a hero, it still regions up as patch.
I
Right.
guess.
That's the problem.
But-
They implemented exactly the suggestion that I said they should. So clearly, Waza was listening to my stream. But that's.
I was playing a lot of continue.
I was gonna say
No, but I think-
that's exactly what they should have done, and I think it's gonna make him a very balanced hero now. So.
I think Parasite was really strong because of the puzzle box.
Yeah.
General, like puzzle box is a really strong item, and you know, Parasite was basically a walking puzzle box.
Yeah.
And catapult.
I've seen people do a lot of codex, old codex parasites in TMM nowadays.
It's weird.
I'm not really afraid of that.
I mean,
But I faced Cthulhu and Suicide like maybe 50% of my games in TMM, and it's so easy to deal with now. It's not even a problem.
Yeah, I think it's rather jungler now than suicide.
Yep.
So we kinda agreed with that on my team.
Hmm.
Anyways, Pharaoh Blitz.
Yep.
I don't think Pharaoh was good. No, Pharaoh wasn't good. They already have
Well,
Kraken and
Kraken
Swift
Pharaoh
Blades.
is a good combo, and they have their good Tempest Canceller.
The thing is, you want to have as many ranged heroes as you can have with Pharaoh. Now they have 3 ranged heroes. I mean, melee,
Mm-hmm.
which is not really ideal. They already have a Tempest Canceller. Magnus is not. I mean, Magnus is gonna stun out of Pharaoh mummies.
Yep.
So it's like not. It's only against Tempest.
Prisoner's
They don't
Pharaoh's
really need it.
gonna trap himself as well with Prisoner and prevent himself from getting away from the ultimate for that matter. So.
But I'm thinking. It looks like they're gonna. Valk is fine with Pharaoh. It's a good combo.
That'd be a second support Valkyrie though. Presumably.
Or a jungle Swiftblade.
Yeah. Well, I've seen Jungle Swiftblade a couple of times. It hasn't been very successful. And Jungle Doctor? Jungle Swiftblade?
Jungle Swiftblade.
One of the two.
I like Doctor. I'm thinking what else they could have picked instead of Pharaoh, because I don't feel like Pharaoh was that good. You know what would have been really good? If they picked Flux, I think. Flux would have raped either Magnus or Prisoner mid. It's probably Prisoner mid, but it's really strong against those melee heroes. 1v1, but even 2v2. And then they have the Kraken Flux combo, which is not super important, but you know, it's good to have. I think it's definitely better than Pharaoh, but I guess they're gonna suicide the Pharaoh instead of the Kraken, which is fine. I don't really like Kraken suicide. And Jungle
Yeah.
Swiftblade. And Doctor Short Lane. It's not bad because they know that it's against Tempest, so they're not gonna man up because Tempest is, you know, passive jungler.
But the Argon we're gonna run Swift by jungle with the Kraken mid.
Seems like
Unless
the plan.
Doctor jungle. But
Yeah, it's Marcus playing it. Unless they
they
swap
haven't
it.
swapped yet.
Yeah. Well,
The
that's
idea
a
of-
short lane Doctor then. It could just be a heavy roam Swiftblade. It doesn't necessarily have to jungle. I mean,
Well, if Archer does that, he has the biggest balls.
Yeah,
I've
roaming
seen people do
Swiftblade.
weird stuff with Swiftblade.
Huh.
Anyway.
Oh, do you think Swiftblade is gonna be bad after the patch? Or
No.
Sorry.
He's gonna
I
be
just wanted
worse,
to-
but it's still gonna be a top pick.
Let's get it on.
I think people probably do underestimate exactly how much damage counterattack does because it's not easy to see it working. But he lost 5 DPS on a spin. Like, that doesn't matter at all. And
It does matter, but it's still a good hero.
yeah, he lost 25 damage over the course
I
of
mean,
the thing.
people didn't skill counterattack, so...
Yeah, that's the other thing.
Like, I remember Kazu asking Boxy why he skilled counterattack. Like
Counterattack is beast.
half a year ago. And then he played against Boxy and got like counterattack 3 times in a row, and he was like, okay, I'm gonna skill that spell. Kinda lagging.
Alright. I'm fine. I'm at 112, 111, 110, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
Ahead of you, but
It's very possible. Sometimes
I'm,
the drafts take a while to load.
maybe I'm not lagging anymore. I don't know.
I'm 53, 52, 51.
You're about a second ahead of me.
Do I have?
Pause 1 second. There we go.
Anyway, looks like things are going to set up mostly exactly the way you would figure they would. Hellborn last picked that Dark Lady to go along with their excellent team fight potential. So, Charging Strikes, Rune Cleaver, on top of a 5-man Tempest Hull, and a 5-man Prisoner Ultimate, and a 5-man Eruption. I think this Legion team's going to melt. All they got to do is catch everybody in one Tempest Hull.
I want to say Doctor was a really greedy pick though against Prisoner already.
That's
And
true.
Dark Lady.
I mean, Dark Lady was last pick. That was a. I don't really like Hellborn team, but it's reactive to the Legion team. So I mean, they could make it work. But the Doctor pick was really YOLO. I mean, if they are snowballing, it's not gonna matter. But I have some issues here, but. Okay. What's the comment for FPS?
I don't know.
Draw host.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's jungle pulling Swiftblade is what's happening right now.
Oh, I like that.
All right,
That's my
Fusen.
favorite strat.
Yes. This is actually pretty fantastic. The game that you happen to cast is the one where Swiftblade's pulling jungle and missing Krills onto the Skeleton King. He's also auto-attacking him a lot. Yeah, got that one.
It.
There we go.
I'm
Next
following
camp.
it.
Edros definitely checked what I'm doing when I'm playing support.
It's constantly stacking.
No.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like the Doctor's not that bad because their initiation potential is so good with the Pharaoh and the Kraken that if Doctor's in a position to get caught by the Shackle, they're already messing up anyway. So.
I think I really like the Legion team. I just could have been something else in a Doctor, but Swiftblade. Why are you spinning down the wave?
Come on, man. You have one hard camp left.
He killed before 37,
Yeah.
but
I think he killed one at 38, so I don't think that's gonna spawn again.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure Archie knows what he's doing, but I wouldn't have done that. Kraken against Prisoner, I think Kraken should win. Got Prisoner, I was casting like a few days before. I said that Hero has really good base damage. Or is it base damage? Yeah, it's base damage. Yeah. So I mean, it's pretty easy to last hit the Prisoner.
Yeah.
But Kraken is also pretty decent.
DoCa, doing great on the lane.
Look at that. Archie did in fact kill them before 37 seconds. Good job, Archie Tiger. Small camp spawns. He's got an illusion rune. I'll help him clean up a hard camp, and he's at 285 GPM now, nearly 300. Look at that.
You're gonna buy some?
Boots, I would hope.
He's gonna buy a bow. No, I guess he could have bought that already.
No.
I guess he could go for lifesteal. I think he needs bow if he wants to keep jungling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He could go back to base and roam if he
Look.
wanted to.
Look, the mana pot stealers.
There. Oh.
Somblings.
And that's gonna block that. Although he killed that blade anyway, but he needs to go kill that Zombling if he wants to respawn at 4 minutes. Stacking
he's-
his camp.
How long is there?
Getting a bow.
It's good. I'll be able to spin down this easy camp. Grab the 4-minute rune. Should send Kraken top as well, so... Speaking of stuff, this Blitz hasn't really been in middle lane, he hasn't really been in bottom lane. I don't know what the hell he's been doing. I guess, has he been top and I just haven't been paying attention? I assume that's the case.
I think so.
I think he was top, but he was roaming a bit.
Yeah.
Yel's picking up the rune, I guess. He was leeching some XP from Tempests. Not by purpose, but he was.
How do you know it was on purpose? You don't know.
Maybe it was.
Yeah.
Oh, he has a
Alright.
haste.
He's gonna grab that on top. Bottom lane, it will be the refreshment for Swiftblade. Looks like Blood's gonna gank top with that haste rune. Pharaoh just popping a mana pot, but all of a sudden here comes the pilfering and the stun. Should be pretty easy to block him out and kill him.
I don't think they needed a haste for that. That's good.
Probably didn't, but it worked.
Hopefully, TDR is gonna go for Ghost Marcher's first item. Not stupid life tube, so they can kill Pharaoh over and over. But we'll see. But did I see?
Link is that kind of player.
Look at Rhapsody. He has well drot.
Oh my god.
We'll see what he does with that.
I'm so excited.
This is high.
If you look at Marcus Moy's GPM,
It's very bad.
that's not where you want to be.
No?
What? Why does he have 200?
He lost the creep phase. Yeah, they have probably not done this for like a long time. So,
Right.
pretty much when you do this pulling strat, whatever strats, pulling, what do you call it? Pulling into jungle,
pulling,
whatever.
yeah.
Sure. If you do it, it's not. It's
in a lot of trouble, gets pulled back in by the prisoner hook. His ultimate not enough. Spins, comes out from
Oh
Swiftblade,
my
trying to get a
god,
counter
oh
kill.
my god.
He's gonna get one and maybe two. He's got the swift slashes. Doesn't
he had
like
no
it.
mana, and then he backed off, and then he got mana.
No
It's,
dedication.
Interesting. Anyway, bottom lane, Magma's trying to run away. They put the Rev Ward down, but he's gonna be able to get out of there. Pops a mana pot as well.
So, anyways, back to my point. When you're doing these pulling strats, it's not only the second support who has to learn how to play with this strat, but also the carry and the support with short land, because it's basically giving away one wave
Mhm.
for the suicide, so the suicide is gonna have a much better time. It's gonna be lane positioning is gonna be a bit worse. It's gonna be much harder to box out the suicide, and the carry is gonna lose one wave of XP and cold. So yeah, I mean Marcus May should have higher GPM still, but at least Magnus is not doing that amazing.
Kind of on levels,
And-
but that's not.
and
nothing
both-
much else.
Kraken and Rhapsody at the smoke now. So we'll see.
And what was actually a smoke was used by Swiftblade as well in that mid counter kill.
Oh, okay.
Didn't really do too much because he just sort
Yeah,
of came right at them from over the hill. But
and he has a new one dropped on the ground.
the other thing is,
Which is gonna
Rhapsody
take
has
wave.
been just endlessly pulling this wave.
Just putting a mushroom down on the ground. Gonna plug it.
Ooh. Well, he has no ulti now. 200. How much mana? No, he's not gonna have it.
I'm just gonna run away. Here comes Doctor and the Staccatos. Swiftblade off to the side is preparing for this, but there's like, hello, I gotta spin. And Arcsager picks up the kill.
Auto attack overrated, but
Yep.
it's fine.
Was scared from the mag ult.
Yeah. Yeah. Couldn't have seen that coming. It only has a
Better
2-second channel time.
Pharaoh is going down.
Oh, what a
Is he?
play!
Yeah.
Or not. Oh, you did the play. Nice.
He really
Get
didn't
the
need to
main.
do that.
He learned it from playing Guitar Hero.
And top lane, Kraken dying to the Tempest Hole. As that comes
Yeah,
through.
one thing they did is swapping Kraken and Pharaoh. DDL has Ghost Marcher's life, so it's really easy to kill a Pharaoh. I think it's still easy to kill a Kraken, but it's much easier to stay for a Kraken alive. However, they're gonna need some like Pharaoh doesn't need much. Pharaoh has the ulti, it doesn't need a PK, obviously. Kraken does need a PK, however, so
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that's the right decision.
I don't like it.
But Pharaoh can't really lane top anymore, that's for sure. Doctor is ganking with Invis, that's nice to see. Doctor getting aggressive, although he's not going for anything now. And Rhapsody is farming bot lane. That's actually decent. He's missing a last hit, though. He missed all the last hits. It's okay, doesn't matter.
Got one. Got the archer. It's fine.
Sure, I'm not watching him anymore, but I believe you.
You just go
Wait,
away.
Dr. Invis
Yeah.
roaming their jungle.
Yeah, but that's
Farm.
not that bad. Like you still don't lose that much farm because instead of you, the Raptor is farming, and yes, the hard carry is not farming. But if you can get kills, it's worth it. Plus they really need to stop this TDL,
410
and Raps
GPM
needs to
on
get
Link.
his 6.
Oh, it's the
Alright.
question.
Yeah, there we go with the opposite charges. Pretty nice wall, actually gonna do a lot. We'll see if she can get the charge strikes away. She can, and now Marcus doesn't have enough mana to have the
Good
jump,
turn.
and they have 3 heroes coming in with the ports. 2-man stun. No, actually, they only hit the 1. Marcus Moy maybe locked down and killed pretty easily. Hold back and onto the Pharaoh, and there's no way he's getting out of that one as the hook comes through and kills him.
Hmm.
Good response, protecting their carry, and iffy setup there from CoolIo.
At this point it's pretty hopeless, but we all know that it's a long game. Wait, do we know that?
I don't know anything.
Did you? Oh, no spoiler, you know. It might be a long game. So maybe they turned, I don't know. Maybe they didn't. But this is not what they want with this kind of lineup and draft. They wanted a good early start. An Arch Tiger roams mid, gets a kill, that's good. He didn't use smoke for that. Wait, where did he smoke?
I don't think so.
They're gonna smoke. No, they're not gonna smoke. They're gonna go bot lane and do something. Okay, perhaps he's gonna ward. Or just buy a ward, okay. Oh, Magnus. Oh, Magnus. Oh, Magnus. You are
Could be in
dead.
trouble. I think he could be in a lot of trouble.
I think
Or
Magnus
he's
should be
just
dead.
gonna hang out in the steam bath for a while, and no, just signing onto the lane, Marcus Moy, and that's gonna be the bad decision. Figuring that there wasn't a much
Here comes
support
Blitz.
there. Blitz?
Hello.
You,
Archie, stop attacking the catapult.
yeah, no kidding. Go kill the Blitz.
Archie activated the haste and then started spinning. Which was not what he wanted, but it didn't really matter. It only would have mattered if people turned, so he has the haste to escape.
Looks like Legion side will be getting their own tier 1 in the bottom lane. Counter the Hellborn's tier 1 on top.
That's the turn. The only problem is that TDL is 500 GPM and
Yeah.
Doctor is 280. Which shouldn't really happen.
Nice hook there onto the Kraken. They're going to counter with the Tempest Soul, and so the Kraken ultimate and the Pharaoh. That's 1 down, should be 2. And as a charge back onto the Prisoner right into the tower, and the last auto attack from the Omega ends up getting the kill. So pretty nice return. This Kraken's pretty damn tanky.
That's really big. I mean, Legion is still a good 10-minute window maybe. I mean, TDL is getting fat and it's gonna have his rune decks, but they really have no initiation on the Airborne team. So if Kraken get a PK
They have Prisoner and Magnus.
soon, yeah, but if Kraken gets a PK soon and Doctor gets some farm, they can still get kills and snowball with this. The problem is if they make some more mistakes, it's gonna be really hard. So yeah, Rapstiel's level 7 and Tyria's rune decks, okay. I would say they could go for a mid push, but it's really YOLO.
They have the TDL on the Hellborn team, who's at 500 GPM and just now got her axe, which is really scary. The problem I see is that Legion have a dual carry lineup with the Doctor and the Swiftblade, so as far as a late game goes, I don't know that I'd necessarily give it to Hellborn just because they had that TDL. I mean, Tempest will help. I mean, she has good
if Legion
supporting cast.
If Legion doesn't do anything, they're gonna lose. For sure. Like, they're gonna get out farmed, and they also have a Congo disadvantage. Like, TDL is gonna farm much faster than Swift Doctor together. I mean, maybe not, but they also have Magnus in the team and Tempest. Like, they farm insanely fast. Those 3 heroes on Hellborn.
I
So
don't know.
if it's a game without kills and just everyone is just farming, then Hellborn wins. Maybe like super late game, Legion could win. But I would say right now TDL is still weak. He has rune decks, he farms really fast, but he's still not the strongest fighting wise. So they could still make plays happen and snowball.
Sure. I'm just not.
But
I'm
if
not
they
super
just-
convinced. I don't even have any stats.
If they just sit on farm. But other thing is like late game. Why would you go for late game when you can just end the game early game? You know?
Right. No, I like Legion do have a better mid game lineup. I agree with that, but I don't.
Going
think
for
that if
late game
this
is always
goes-
risky.
I don't think that
because
they'd
one is-
necessarily go for late game. I think that their mentality should be, we should get aggressive early, try to win this quickly.
Yeah, sure.
But if things do go late, we're not totally screwed. It's not like, oh
Sure.
god, we have to make every single play right now, otherwise we lose. They don't need to make.
Sure.
They don't even make like stupidly urgent plays.
Sure. I mean, I don't really care how many cores you have on your team. In the end, it's gonna be either team fight or initiation who's gonna decide if you win late game or not. In most cases, and like being Hellborn late game is a really big advantage.
Yeah.
Which people underestimate in most cases. So I still think Hellborn has a good chance of winning this late game if it's even. I'm not saying they will.
Hello, did I miss something?
No.
Everything. Game's over.
People farming. But yeah, I would not go into assumptions like, okay, Legion has this late game.
We should take that PK.
Oh,
I
Guy has
don't
a
think
big-
either side has a particular late game advantage because TDL is the hardest carry in the game, and the Legion side are running a dual core as
I mean-
opposed to a solo core.
Yeah, I guess. But they are Legion.
Yeah.
And Fair is not that amazing without farm late game. Because people can escape his walls anyways, and his stun is only
Yeah, but you
Yeah.
can get puzzle box. You can do
0.5.
fun stuff.
wait.
He's still a solid hero and very disruptive, especially
Okay.
because he is such a reliable Tempest canceller. So
Yeah, sure, that part is true. You could also say that Prisoner Shield against Doctor and Swiftblade.
yeah. Although
But,
I would
yeah,
really hope
I mean-
that Doctor isn't putting himself in a position to get shackled.
He's gonna go for an Nullstone, so that's great. If you activate Shrunken after the shackle, you can remove it. Although all other prisoner spells are physical. Even the shackle is physical, I believe. But you can remove it with a Shrunken.
You mean the shackle?
You can remove it with a Shrunken or
You
spin.
sure?
Yes, I'm sure. But if you apply it to a Shrunken or spin target,
Spinning.
spinning target, yeah, I guess you could say. Then it's gonna work.
They went bottom lane. They will get the kill on the solo Volca. As I guess Marcus going to jump there.
Kinetic.
It's kind of like Windy ulti.
Hold up.
If you activate Shrunken, then
Mm-hmm.
it goes through. But if you wait for it and you Shrunken after the Windy ulti, it's gonna remove. It's kind of like that. Ezra blocked Ancients. It's pretty good.
That's big against TDL.
And they also get the TDL kill.
We'll see. They're going to counter this pretty easily. Kraken really not having any support from his team, so that looked like some pretty serious miscommunication.
Team!
I don't know why he thought he was going to do that by himself. He probably didn't.
Clara had ulti.
Yeah.
He was in range. I think that mattered.
I played with Edro before, and I played with people who have played with Edro before. And I always had the impression of, like, he likes blocking Ancients, enemy Ancients. He really does. And that's not a bad thing. But
Yeah.
just something I wanted to mention. And, like, in this game I definitely approve. It's definitely good. It just always you have, like, let's say, 2 or 3 wards at once, you know? And you always have to decide what do you ward, and sometimes you can't afford blocking Ancients. And now they're gonna even find it. So it blocked Ancients once. And now he's 1 ward short. So it wasn't really worth it in the end because it got dewarded. But yeah. It was a good effort because they kind of needed to do something. And they get the DD now. Or they don't. No one's going for the DD.
I
Okay,
see
now
it.
Prisoner is. Okay.
Bait
Oh.
it. Swiftblade gonna have a spin as he has the portal key, and we'll see if he can actually get this prisoner kill. Wouldn't be surprised if he does. Prisoner just barely gonna get taken out, and now Archie Tiger gonna have
Oh,
the Energizer.
Archie went for a PK?
away.
Wow.
Yep.
I don't dislike that, it just...
It worked
maybe
out
a
really
bit
well.
too early. I
Well,
like it.
More
Did
Tempest
you guys
cancelers.
see if did Blitz use his quicken on the prisoner?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Did while he swift flashes, right?
Yeah. He didn't wait for the spin.
Oops. Speaking of swift play, he's got that portal back up 3 seconds, but can't find the Tempest. Actually, maybe he can. Release Kraken right on Tempest's face. Spin is there as well. Lightning Shackle's not doing that much to Kraken, and Kraken should be able to walk this off as nice Rhapsody ultimate going to save some damage, but now Rhapsody going to be the focus, and probably didn't really need to die there. If he
Rhapsody
just
was
left.
rather
Take
for
one, the team.
Rhapsody ulti was rather for Kraken's PK. Because he didn't take any damage, so he could PK away.
Yeah, I don't think he needed to ulti there, to be honest. I think Kraken could have just left.
Now, the thing is, it's only Rhapsody though, it's not enough. I wanted to say when they picked up the DD, if they find the kill, then they could do Kongor with the DD and the Bissell, but they instead, they do the enemy ancients instead, which is also fine. They leave one small dragon, so that's a clever play. Don't want to block it, so just leave one thing. And now Doctor is gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna farm ancients. I didn't find anything. Oh. I'm gonna kill a dragon. And Marcus Moy is sad. What a player.
He picked up the Nosto, the Shackle.
Yeah, it's good. I would say he really needs Shrunken this game for sure. But who goes Shrunken first item on Doctor? You know, that's just stupid. So no sign is great. I would say he's not even gonna go for Shrunken second item. So yeah, but he really does need a Shrunken. Tempest is going for tablet, which is good.
If I know Link good, he will go for the Frostburn and get another item before they shrunk in it. He's very greedy when he plays.
I don't think that's a problem in this game. I think he can go for Frostburn, honestly.
Yeah, anyway, so
yeah.
Slash the middle lane, gonna catch out Tempest. We'll see if they can turn this as Tempest pops the Astrolabe and tries to run it away. I think the spin is gonna be enough to kill him. And there's the Shackle on top of the stun, gets pulled back into the tower. TDL is here, and that should be a kill on Swiftblade. Actually, the back end, they pick off Magnus. They get Swiftblade, but there's a 2-man Kraken hole, and now TDL not great. Has a cover of darkness on top of everything. There goes both everything, apparently.
That was a great turn.
Yeah, I mean Legion is way stronger at this point, but I have to say that I see Archetype constantly making like those plays.
This isn't
which
going to
is
be
really
over
great.
either. TDL has the charging strikes away. Kraken really wants this. Torrent goes through onto her, and she's actually going to be able to skirt on in as Marcus Moy had no interest in continuing to chase.
I'm just saying that chase cost them Kongor. Because if they stop chasing and they went to Kongor right away, that's a free Kongor. Now they don't have time for Kongor, so sometimes it's better to not chase.
Honestly, I don't think they had time to do the Kong. I don't think they have the damage. Yeah, they have Pharaoh, never mind. Yeah, they have Pharaoh.
Yeah, Pharaoh. And Dance Floor.
But I mean, I'm not entirely sure because I don't know how fast exactly they can do Kongor, but it would have been either really close or they could have gotten it. But anyways, something I wanted to say. Oh yeah,
I say they picked up Shrunken now.
So I constantly see Archetype making those plays, which is really good. But I see him jumping in first, and then the follow-up comes like 5 seconds after. And I'm pretty sure if his team was on the same page, he wouldn't have died last time. It was pretty much 4-for-1 exchange, which is still pretty good, but yeah.
I mean, that just might be a communication issue. This is a relatively new team. They do keep switching their roster up and adding and dropping players.
Yeah.
Changing team names, so... I don't know. It's kind of hard to develop any sort of team play when...
Marcus Moy is going for Half-Flower. Kind of saw that coming. I'm not a Doctor player, but I don't see Doctors picking up Sexton. I don't think that's that bad, honestly. And no one's going for Plated in this team. I feel like it wouldn't be that bad.
Are you gonna see this TDL, Veiled Rock Gank? All of a sudden there's a crap ton of people on top of him. Shrunken Head and Charging Strike so off. There's a Tempest Hole gonna lock down nobody actually as it gets cancelled. Kraken, nice ultimate from Rhapsody, saving Kraken's butt, and Kraken gets out of there with the portal key after the first one to die on that Rhapsody. Here goes Pharaoh as the counter from the Hellborn team is fantastic. In the background, Kraken trying to get away from Blitz, and he might survive. He's on a portal key back up in a couple of seconds. Can he get out of here? No, he can't. Last auto attack from Blitz, and the Pilfering helps finish off the Omega. So ends up being a 3-0 in favor of the Hellborn team. They do a very good job of responding.
If he drops his PK.
Yes.
Just saying. Anyways, Doctor's gonna die as well.
Yeah, has got the shackle on him and the hook back in. He's actually gonna be able to get out of there as it wears off just in time. The restraint effect not lasting long enough.
I'm pretty confident Hellborn can do Kongor now. Yeah, they should be able to get Kongor. But actually, I'm not sure how TD ended up being top lane. I guess he ported, so they're not going for Kongor. But they have Abyssal, which makes...
Swiftly we were pushing the tower, meanwhile they fight.
Yeah. Oh, Blitz is going for plated? Oh my god, is this me playing this? Like, no one is ever going for plated. But this guy knows what's up.
And plated on Blitz is really legit. You get 400 base movement speed with plated greaves, with huge stats and armor.
Huh? Not bad.
I mean, Leech is not that, like, physical based, but it's never bad to have plated.
My only concern was I feel like Tempest probably would have been a better plated carrier than Blitz, but hey. Just saying.
Nah, I don't know. I don't really like Flicker on Tempest. I can't really explain why.
I like Ghost on Tempest.
Yeah, that's just because everyone goes for Ghost Marchers on Tempest.
I
used to
do
that when it wasn't, you know, mainstream. But now I dislike it. I like Steam. What? He went for plated again as well.
Yeah, that's a little bit iffy.
Now I dislike that, but it's not that terrible. It still gives good stats for low cost.
And it's not like they'll be hugging each other the entire game, but when they are 5-manning, it's going to be a little bit inefficient.
Okay, Marcus Moy is pushing top. He is really in because he has no vision whatsoever of the enemy team. But he's gonna get the tower, I assume, and mid lane.
Pharaoh is in a lot of trouble. Shackle after the lava surge, and there's the hook back in pretty easily.
I'll tell you what happens. They get Kongor and Marcus Moy gets top. Let's see.
Oh. Marcus Moy has top. Are they going for Kongor's question? They sort of want it. There's an Invisor and they want more. Nope. They in fact do want Kongor.
Or they...
Invis, and yeah, Legion have no vision of this either, so they're gonna need a Pharaoh Rocket to scout it, but he's dead for 30 seconds.
Doesn't matter, like, even if they had vision, there's no way they can fight this. 4 or 5. And Kraken is smoking up top lane, he's like waiting someone to TP. Hopefully it's a TDL TPing top and then they kill the token instantly. That would be a big play. So, did I say Pharaoh?
No, I think it's the Kraken.
Okay, whatever. Let's see what Kraken does. Let's see what... TD has no TP, so that strat already failed. But maybe it's someone else who's gonna go top. I really like this, let's see. Because they can't fight 5v5 against token. I mean, maybe they can because they have really strong heroes, but probably not. The best thing to do is split push, get pickoffs for 5 minutes. Every time you kill someone, it's delaying the push. So if you can delay the push for 5 minutes, the token is out.
They're heading for the top lane now.
Yeah, there's word
but
that's
yeah,
gonna spot
they have a port.
They're leaving. Hydro and Omega, neither of them want that engagement. I don't think they would have killed her anyway.
Doctor has half flower now. I really hope he goes for Shrunken next now.
Yeah, pretty good amount of match damage. I feel like that the Hellborn should just push this. They're gonna have Frostburn on TDL. She's got a token. You have all your ultimates up. Go try to force a 5-man engagement.
I agree.
I mean, they can wait a bit. Hellborn is not really close to any items, so they could really finish something on Tempest. Maybe plus 1 item on TDL.
I know the general strategy is to be like, look, we get a token for 5 minutes, use it efficiently, use it to farm for a little while, but way too many teams try to do that and then don't do it right. Anyway, Adro.
Oh, Adro.
The sneak is real.
Is he a ninja?
I think so.
Adro
Look,
is professional ninja.
The courier, did the courier spot him?
Don't think so. Nope, yeah, he's free and clear.
Confirmed.
And they're searching the trees. I know, I like that. They're cutting them down with the meteor.
Pretty sure his heart stopped for a second. If they get mid, that's not too bad. I mean, 2 for 1 tower trade, but they can't really fight.
Yeah, Hellborn pushes faster though.
But they can guard up the enemy jungle, which is good. Later on, they can get some pickups, so it's not terrible. And I'm pretty sure Hellborn's gonna keep going.
Yeah,
they are.
I can get in the base
So
quicker.
this is when they TP back and they set up a defense. If they can initiate on Magnus,
RC Tiger in their base?
Yeah, apparently
what the
he didn't
hell
have a
just
teleport, I
happened?
guess, and they blew up both TDL and Blitz. And we'll pull the Pharaoh right back, and we'll see if they can get a counter kill. That's not bad, actually. The Rhapsody ultimate is going to save him for a while, but not going to be enough. Background Prisoner with his portal key. Swift / go through, going to stop something, and they will be able to kill a Prisoner as well. Rhapsody getting out of there. Shackle not doing enough damage. Meanwhile, in the background, they managed to kill Prisoner. No, that was already happened. Anyway. Echo 6 gets the tower kill, gets the hell out of there, as nice defense set up by the guys on CoolIo, but they may not be done. Pharaoh bought back, doesn't have an ultimate though, and I think Magnus should be okay, as his PK will be cancelled, and Tempest trying to run away from this. He didn't even use his hole, and he's going to have to be real careful about this. There it is, the 3-man hole, not going to be cancelled. 1, 2, and now 3 going to die, as that was not the chase they wanted. Pharaoh's barbed armor trying to run them around and get this Tempest, but finally it wears off, and they're like, you're dead, buddy. Quad kill for Magnus. Alright.
I just wanted to say really well played by Legion, but not anymore.
Yep.
I didn't expect them to burst on TDL so fast, but they did.
He crushed her. That token, yo. Anyway, Swipplay buys back, but they're not going to have enough to defend their racks here, so Don't Care should be taking bot lane. Maybe not.
Oh,
I don't know, buyback, yeah, from him, and Kraken as well. Magnus are going to get killed, legendary streak over. Kraken putting the torrent down onto Tempest. There's no way Tempest is getting out of this, so he's just like, fine, you're dead. And Blitz getting a quicken away. He should be alright, as portal keys are going forward for the Legion team. They sort of see where he's going, and he's got another quicken left in a second, so my guess is he'll be fine. But the rest of the Legion team, again, chasing, which did not go very well for them last time. And I feel like, stop doing this.
If Magnus survived that would have been big. You should expect the buybacks. But if you think about it, everyone has 1 buyback left except the Rhapsody on Legion.
Right.
So talking about late game, that's already something you
That's
don't want
big.
to have going into late game. So yeah, they might get top now though, because Tempest ult is down. They still have like 15 seconds, almost more than 15 seconds.
Well, they're gonna get this tier 2, but Magnus is back now, and he still has interruption, so I don't imagine they're gonna get anything else.
Let's go right in.
Please cancel that teleport. No, actually, Magnus wants to go in with it, and the rest of the Legion side backs off. So I get the TP and the tower, and that's it. And looks like middle might be their focus. Everybody moving in that general direction. They still don't have Tempest all for 60 seconds, but theoretically, if they pushed all the way down mid, by the time they got to the base, it would be back up.
Oh, by the way, this guy who plays Prisoner, he plays Prisoner all the time. I don't know why. But
Maybe for this reason, practicing it.
yeah, I'm not sure if that's the reason, or he just likes Prisoner, because maybe that's why they picked it anyways, you know, just like comfort hero. But he plays Prisoner all the time.
I think he used to play the carry role in Catman Champions, which was the previous iteration of Don't Care. So he definitely wasn't always the mid player. I believe he used to play like Puppet Master and stuff a whole bunch in Catman.
And then Marcus Moy joined them, right?
Yes.
And then I left them.
Yeah, and
And
apparently,
then Link 06 was like, okay, I'm gonna carry you, small sons.
yeah,
I'm gonna carry.
get out of
I've
the
never
jungle
done that in the past.
and go play carry.
If I'm not mistaken, I think that Severante guy, he plays a lot of Malikan.
Yeah, I think that's true. I think so. That sounds right.
Yeah. It's just interesting to see Link on carry because he has played support.
He's played jungle
And-
for a long time.
Jungle and support, yeah. But I mean,
Hatcher was really blocking these ancients. That was just a rev ward, so, and they found it pretty much immediately as well.
Hardborn Ancients?
Yeah. Blitz just unblocked it.
Yeah. I mean, it's...
100 gold for a stack, I don't know.
And minus the 25 that Blitz gets back, plus the 75 that it cost him for
Well,
the net
you don't
75.
always find it instantly.
Yeah.
The thing is, I'm not sure if... Like, they shouldn't block Ancients, because blocking Ancients is basically denying farm. Instead of that, they should rather get aggressive wards up and kill the enemies than just play the farm game and try to outfarm them, if you get what I'm saying.
I don't think they can do that. They've tried that a couple of times and it has not worked very
They
well.
have really good heroes for that, and I've seen them using the smoke, which they could do much more. But like, just playing the farm game is not gonna work out. Although if they fuck up one more time and they have to buy back again,
Right.
then it's gonna be really hard.
I don't know,
So
maybe it's different.
I'm pretty sure
because
they're a bit scared.
Maybe it's different because the towers are starting to die now and they don't have the ability to port to them anymore, but I feel like the counter initiation for this Hellborn team is pretty fantastic. And they've done a very good job in general of supporting Link when he's been in trouble. And running directly to him, turning fights, that sort of stuff. We've seen it happen a couple of times. So I'm less convinced, but hey. Apparently Marcus Moy has to pee.
Yep.
Just pause the game and go pee.
Maybe they don't have any more.
It was a Sheriff's life story.
No, have we even seen like more than 1 or 2 pauses this game? I don't
I
think
mean,
so.
I don't know because we have auto skip pause.
Well, you still see it. It says it
Don't remember.
pauses.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's a lot easier to just forget. But I'm pretty sure that they don't have that they're
Yeah.
not out of pauses.
I think pauses is the greatest thing that happened on.
As opposed to Dota.
I don't know. I mean, just pauses are great overall.
yeah, only if you could have more than
3. Yeah, tournament rules should have more than 3.
At the same time, people could abuse that. So.
Yeah, that's the problem. Maybe in like diamond and gold games you could have more. I don't know if that's a thing they could do. Probably would be annoying.
Okay, so Pharaoh is rocketing Ancients, but it's not blocking Ancients anymore since like a long time, so he's just scouting, I guess, but it's... Timing was there, so I'm not sure if he actually wanted to block the Ancients or if it was just random. And Marcus might have soon enough gold for Shrunken. I would smoke up with the Hellborn team right now, find a pick-off and do Congo.
Yeah. If they had a
just
token
finish all
on
the
this
items they
TDL,
need.
I
Actually,
think
TDL
they-
is...
I don't think if... I think if they had a token on TDL, I think that they win this game. I really don't see any way for them to do anything. It's just 670 GPM.
Like, oh, they're gonna do Congo anyways, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Marcus might picked up the Shrunken.
yeah, I really dislike the blast up on Magnus. I mean, I get why he picked that up. It's just, I feel like if he gets lifesteal instead, Abyssal Skull, and the TDL gets the Wing Bow plus token, sells the Abyssal, and they just go base, they win the game right now. But looks like they're not even gonna go for Kongor because they are too scared. I mean,
I was a little worried about Tempest's positioning there, but I feel like if Tempest knows what he's doing. Speaking of that, Tempest, no, a counter initiator on there, waiting and baiting that. Tempest still unable to drop an ultimate. Torrent of Darkness goes down. There's the Tempest hole. Kraken ultimate right on top of it, though. It is cancelled, and everybody dying on both sides in a giant clusterfuck, so I don't know what's going on. Looks like Legion coming on ahead as they've got 3 dead on the Hellborn side. Now 4. Linko 6 taking his first death of the game. Blitz, the only one to survive, trying to finish off this. Dr. Repulsor. In the background, actually, it's Magnus with the buyback. That does get the kill on Marcus Moy, but now he's going to be in some trouble. Push books himself over the cliff, so pretty nice play from him. And ends up preventing the genocide, but it really was a genocide. And pretty good initiation from the Legion team. And oh, there's the eruption, and now Kraken's dead. Okay.
Vulcan Evo carrying team.
You still have OP Mongoloid.
He can't even spell that.
Yeah.
Well
He was so
done.
mad.
And XD face is a pop now.
Well, did Tempest use ulti? I can't see.
He did.
Yeah, he did.
And it was cancelled very quickly by the Kraken.
Yeah, he did. Okay, I can
That's
see.
one good.
It's so bad when you're dead and I can't see if it's like cooldown or not.
If you click the ability, like assuming that you have the items and stuff opened, it turns on the
okay.
cooldowns. Boom. Useful.
Wow.
The things you learn. Anyway, we're 45 minutes or 40 minutes in, and there's an 18 gold lead for the Legion team, or the Hellborn team, excuse me.
Dark Lady picked up the Symbol of Rage instead of the Wing Bow.
I'm just saying this is an even game. She has
maybe
Frostburn,
on.
so there's that.
I guess.
He did this
Now,
just
now he's
before.
not going at Kongor. I mean token. Oh, what are you gonna sell? I guess you can drop the rune decks.
I think he dropped the Frostburn.
Sure. I know, I would have liked the Wingbow here because he already started doing that and building that. But you could say that he already has the evasion. I
Right.
don't know.
But I mean, how much magic damage do they really have?
Oh, actually,
Or
Swift
physical
has
damage.
Savage Mace, so
And there's that. So
maybe.
their only source of physical damage has a Savage Mace. Yeah.
I guess it's, yeah, I kind of like the symbol actually. But
It's not bad.
He's just using it for the lifesteal effect when you click it.
Anyway, speaking of him in the bottom lane, gonna get caught out by a bunch of heroes. Wrath the Pharaoh comes in as well, and Link dropping. Push past
and
never
now
with
this
no
is when
vision.
they go for Congo.
I think this is where they try to
Yeah,
break
buyback
base.
though.
Yeah, he's gonna buy back. And they might not even go for Congo. If they ward up and they
force
go
the
for
buyback.
Congo. Yeah, they
Getting
force
channeled in the
the
background by Magnus. He's gonna jump onto a bunch of heroes. Link does buy back, and he's gonna port into the base tower. But they probably should have timed this better. Rhapsody, the only one to be caught by the Tempest Stone, so that'll be the only kill that perhaps comes out of this. Omniwall's actually going to do a lot to disrupt, but Magnus jumps through, still gets pushed back, and I think Pharaoh could be in a lot of trouble as he's getting bursted down by pretty much everybody in the background. Prisoner trying to cancel teleports, but that's not going to happen. Hellfire doing some work for Pharaoh, but yeah, he's dead. Nice attempt to hook to the middle lane.
No, that's Congo though.
Yeah.
It was a really nice Rhapsody ulti. But Pharaoh buys back, Rhapsody buys back,
Yep.
and they're gonna challenge the Concord. They kinda have to do so.
Can they?
If you think about it, that was a TDL buyback for a Pharaoh buyback, so definitely worth it. Plus Tempest ulti. So now, they are the ones who could do Kongor if they have the balls for it, but they probably won't. They have Boundary on Pharaoh, that means they can deward and they are already dewarding. They can ward up really aggressively around Kongor and just start doing Kongor. Whenever enemies are close, they can just initiate on them.
Right.
Magnus ult is also down, Prisoner ult is also down, they have all the cooldowns up. But it's a close game, so I'm gonna assume they're gonna be scared and not gonna do that, so...
Blitz is really cocky.
Yeah, he's playing a little bit aggressive there. He does get the ward down, so that's gonna give them some vision, and they think that this is dewarded
That
as
doesn't
well.
see into
So
that doesn't see into Congo, by the way. So I'm pretty sure they know that they are doing it, but they don't
Right.
see the help.
Anyway, in the background, Tep's gonna get caught out by the Pharaoh, and he's gonna be in a lot of trouble. Actually, it has no ultimate, so it doesn't matter all that much. Here comes the eruption onto a number of heroes. Link getting caught by the Kraken ultimate, and there goes the cover of darkness onto everybody. Rhapsody's already dead. We'll see if they can get any more kills out of this. TDL wants to finish off this Doctor, but they're trying to kill Conqueror and the Legion team, who got the token. I have no idea. Catwoman and Marcus May both died. It's Prisoner that gets the token, and
That was just bad.
that was
Like, you
very
either
bad.
go on people and don't finish Kongor, or you finish Kongor, but like leaving Kongor at 1 HP and jumping people is probably not what you want to do.
Right.
So
that's
I mean,
gonna be
2
bot
more
racks.
hits by Marcus Mine, he gets the token. I'm just saying. But decided to jump out, which was probably his team's decision to jump people. Could have been prevented by wards, so they could jump earlier, or they don't jump at all. But that was
And
not.
they're gonna buy back on Marcus Moy once again. They're trying to defend their bot racks. They will get the counter kill on Linko6, and they're gonna turn this into even more. Tempest is back in this fight, and he's gonna die. Magma's trying to stop people from coming in. He's gonna be in some trouble. Portal Key actually didn't get canceled thanks to the Steam Bath, and it looks like everybody else will get away. So nice assist from
Yeah,
Magnus.
nice. It's really interesting because now they can go base and force a TDL buyback, and then both carries are out of buybacks.
Yeah. And
But
actually,
they
Swiftblade still has
should
one.
definitely do that. Yeah, but Safety's not. I guess he's a carry, yeah.
He's kind of
Yeah,
curious. 460
yeah.
GPM.
So they should definitely go mid.
Yeah.
And force a buyback. And
They
I
do
mean, they should expect
have-
that, so.
They do have Tempest Hole, Magnus Eruption back up in 2 seconds, and Prisoner
There's
coming
the
back
buyback.
in. There's the release the Kraken right on Blitz's head. He's going to die off the bat. There's Tempest Hole only going to lock down the Swiftblade as well as the Prisoner Ultimate in the background. They do get 2 with the Eruption, and that basically gets 2 free kills as Archie Tiger and Adro both go down. There goes the Omega. Ends up going to be the 3rd one. Archie Tiger immediately buying back.
Yeah, I mean, Marcus Moy didn't die, so he's still alive because he has no buyback. That's the big thing, you know.
Right.
So in the end, they didn't lose that much. Could have been played much better. I think the jump on Blitz was not the most clever jump. And then they kind of were. They were not sure if they should turn or get back, and in the end, they got caught, and more people died than just one. So, but in the end, they forced the TDL buyback.
Right.
So it's kind of even. They still have the token on Prisoner, so it's 2 minutes left. So they could just red that split push, hopefully not getting jumped. If I'm Marcus Moy now, I don't want to die because that's game over if it dies. Or even Swiftblade. Yeah, I mean if you look at Legion, they can't really die anymore.
Right.
Um,
Same probably goes for Hellborn. I mean, if Link is dead, that's
yeah,
going to
but
be real bad.
they still have the token, so I mean.
Well, they have the token on Prisoner. I'm not sure how helpful that is, but I think what this leads into is Hellborn are going to have a much
Yeah,
more,
I mean, yeah, you're right.
a much larger emphasis on Conqueror than Legion team will, because if they get a token on to TDL, speaking of the Hellborn team, Magma's going to get caught in the middle lane. Nothing he can do about that. As
No, the
Dr.
thing is,
Pulsar
like,
flies
TDL
in.
can't die, but anyone else could. I mean, Magnus
Right.
doesn't have a buyback now, but.
But so I was saying that, like, so if TDL gets a token, that makes a much larger difference than if Swiftblade or Dr. Pulsar get a token, because if you kill the one without a token, you still probably win. But on the other hand, if you get TDL a token, then you get to kill her twice.
It could be game over at this point. We'll see what happens. Tempest is no ulti.
Yeah.
They have no
And-
buyback on Magnus, but if they like, if someone dies here, they could be Rax.
Right.
From
And
the
Wingbow
other side.
finished up on TDL actually, so she's going for that. Obviously no buybacks left, no reason to save gold.
Don't dislike that. He's gonna probably finish Dawnbringer and Rebuy Shrunken, and then both saves.
Like, even though the evasion doesn't work, it still has the effect
Yeah,
to
yeah,
count
yeah.
damage.
It's still good against Doctor as well.
Well, a lot of Doctor's damage is magical, so I'm not hugely
No, never
fan.
mind. Evaded attacks did 25% of damage to the attacker. So you need to evade it to have the proc.
And Kraken looking for something, but he gets the shackle put on him. Prisoner gonna drop a 2-man ultimate, but only Kraken gonna pull back in. Here's the Wrath of the Pharaoh and the Rhapsody ultimate, but it pretty quickly gets cancelled. Rhapsody Nets were doing some damage, but she dies quickly as well, and Tempest gonna be not doing that much as he locks down the creep wave. They do manage to go Catwoman on the Pharaoh as well.
It looks totally creepy.
I've seen that coming from miles ago, but so did Marcus Moment, so that was really well played by him. Like that was so... not sure if lucky or unlucky, I was watching Tempest cooldown all the time. And he had like 2 seconds, 1 second, and literally the split second when the ulti came out of cooldown, Doctor jumped out.
Yeah.
So not sure if he kept the timing, or was just good, you know, natural feeling, game sense. But it was really well played by Marcus Mike. And I guess a bit unlucky by Tempest, although could have cancelled it.
The Legion barracks are liquidated.
Well, it's going to be bot racks in favor of the Hellborn
Legion
team,
barracks
and
are
we'll see if they get
liquidated.
anything else out of this. Adro has respawn on the Rhapsody. Looks like they're going to try to take the mid tower as well. Catlomain
Yeah, it
needs
goes
to be
back
careful.
to no
Kraken
buybacks.
buyback, and now they're going to jump on top of her. There's the Hellfire, but a pullback on Marcus Moy. And Archie Tiger in the middle of this. They're going to do some pretty serious damage. Swift Slash is not hitting on the appropriate target. Symbol gets activated. Now TDL wants to fight this once again. Kraken in a lot of trouble, is going to die. No buyback on him in the background. Archie Tiger getting kited around by everybody. And Swiftblade unable to survive that. And that's going to be game, I'm guessing.
Ursa has gone kinetic.
Not yet.
Doesn't look like they want to end it.
Yeah, well, they probably
Oh,
should.
the pause. She's not pause. It's threat pause.
Well, Link gonna steal some ancients.
If they kill the TDR, it would have been really big, but he's a bit tanky. And now they have Stone Spirit on Prisoner, which is really great.
Right.
Yeah, they lack them. They lack Demonic on Hellborn side, but Stone Spirit is also really great. It's actually better.
So,
Yeah, Demonic is not that important this game.
at what point does TDL just stop farming? Because this never happens in competitive games, and it annoys the crap out of me. She has
It's
no
not just
buyback.
farming, but like no, listen. It's one thing that you're farming, but you also want to push up waves.
Right.
So you have better like lane positioning and stuff like that. But you can always rebuy your Shrunken. Not sure if you.
She just
if you
did.
it.
She just rebought it. So she
Yeah.
could finish her Dawnbringer theoretically. Maybe she wants
And
to drop
then-
boots, or maybe she wants to drop Frostburn or something like that. So she could still be a couple of thousand gold off of what she considers to be her
Pulse haste.
optimal item build. But I mean, we're still relatively even. 14k gold is not insurmountable at this point in the game for the Legion team. And
I think rebuying Shrunken is a really big deal, by the way.
Right.
Like people just underrate it. It's
Yeah.
sometimes it's better than an item. So it is something you want to do late game.
like
so
this
it is
Blitz
something
keeps
you want
using
to-
Quicken on the creeps.
The Hellborn have overrun a Legion FOB.
That's
It's bored.
nerdy. And they can Kraken TDL?
Yeah, they're gonna try to jump on top, release Kraken, but actually gets pushed out. Hellfire's still there, and she's getting locked down in the
Oh.
background. Link is gonna die. No buyback. Tempest will lock people down, but they have no damage without that Dark Lady, and so Tempest is gonna die. As she's just like, well, you can't do anything to me, but now that's gonna end, and all of a sudden Bezo gonna take the death. So, that's very bad.
Did you guys see how far into the base Dark Lady got?
Under the tier 4 towers, wasn't great.
Yeah.
So push mid, win game.
Yeah, we'll see what they do. I mean, I could see a Prisoner hook into Bell.
I think Magbeth and Tempest tableted Dark Lady into their base.
I would not be surprised. Legion side have no tablets, so that's exactly what happened. They tried
Like,
to push her
I'm
out of the
thinking-
Kraken ultimate.
I'm thinking how Legion could lose this. Actually, they are not that fast. They're just gonna get one Rax. Maybe not in a Rax if they are slow.
Just go push, people. You have no Tempest Soul eruptions available, but no. I don't understand why they're being so passive about this. Yeah, the eruption gonna get channeled in the background, and they will jump on top of Swiftblade before he get the spin off it. And kills Teutonics on the blitz, and Swiftblade slashes go through. She's trying to save himself. Rhapsody Dancer is actually doing a fair bit, along with the Abyssal Skull. There goes the tower, and they're gonna get mid racks before Dark Lady can come back in 10 seconds. The question is, will they get anything else on the Hellborn side? Looks like Kraken gonna be pulled back in. Shackle there, and I don't think Kraken's surviving this after Repulsor trying to do
Marcus.
something. Kraken staying alive for way too long, and now Marcus Moy is out of mana, and he does not want to be where he is right now. Kraken ultimate locking everybody down, but it doesn't matter. Dr. Repulsor's dead, and that was very poor.
That was so bad by Marcus.
Yeah.
No offense, but he saw TDR respawning and he kept playing without mana and jumped into
Yeah.
people.
Kraken was
And
dead, he should
now-
have just left them.
HoN is pushing.
So, Legion get the counteract, but all of a sudden they have to deal with TDL and no Dr. Repulsor for a minute.
I think this is game though.
They have Swift Slashes from Swiftblade, but not too much
See that
else.
wingbow?
I like this whole TDL actually hitting their racks thing as opposed to just kind of hanging around outside the base. It seems to be productive.
The
Pharaoh.
Legion barracks are liquidated.
Generally unable to do much of anything against
The
this,
Legion
so there
barracks
goes
are
that,
liquidated.
and now they're top. Alright, what are you gonna do? Well, Swift Slashes go through, and we'll see. Blitz is going to take the death. I don't think that's going to matter too much to the Hellborn team. They're like, fine, you ate the Swiftblade ultimate, and they're going to have the jump with the Sheep Stick onto Swiftblade. Gets a nice Rhapsody ultimate, cancel pretty quickly though. Eruption going channeled up, and that's not going to do all that much damage, but Swiftblade
Looked it up in
still dead. Doctor coming back up in 5 seconds, but I don't think it's going to matter too
Why
much.
are they backing?
I don't know. Wrath of Pharaoh misses, and they have Tempest Hole in 5 seconds. Where are you guys going? They're going somewhere else. Alright.
They could take Concord though, right now.
Yeah, but they can
I don't
also
think
just
that they
win.
have that in mind.
I mean, Concord is much safer, but they can just end the game. But sure, at least go for Concord if you backed. That's what I'm saying.
Yep. It should be either Congo or
But,
Top Rex. It seems like neither of
doesn't,
those things.
like- Whatever. I mean, maybe they wait for Blitz and then they go for Kongor. Swift is still gonna be down. We'll see.
Failed Rot on Crack, and he's trying to scout something out, but when he finds somebody who's going to be broken, I don't know if there's anybody in his immediate vicinity, but find something. Found Eye on Rhapsody. And it looks like Kongor is sort of going to be a focus for the Hellborn team as they have 3 heroes grouped up around it, and it looks like both Magmus and TDL are making their way over to the Monkey.
It's really late Kongor though, they could have done it much faster.
Yeah. I mean, they could have done it immediately, essentially. They just backed off straight to Kongor and they would have killed him before the Legion team could have responded at all.
TDL bought Savage Maze and Geometer's Bane.
He sold Rundax for a Geobane.
He sold Frostburn,
How much?
split Frostburn for the Geoban, and sold Rundax for Savage, but yeah.
Oh, right. What the f... Okay.
I don't like it. I prefer the Cleave.
No, I don't like it. I don't like the jails.
Yeah.
Guess we're pushing.
I really don't think the
anything,
Wingbow
if
is doing that much for him right now.
No, yeah, I think it's fine. It's good damage and attack speed.
I'd honestly rather have a breastplate.
Sure.
Gives
you
you...
said. I think Rift Shard is really good on TDL.
Yeah. The only concern I would have
If you
about
want
Rift
to go
Shards
for
is
damage.
attack speed.
Oh
Although Charging
my
Strikes
god.
helps. Anyway, is Legion gonna take Kongor?
They just devoured the devoured with Bound Eye. So
And-
if Hellborn doesn't know that...
Snowy's connecting. Hi, Snowy.
Okay, what the hell? They just devoured the...
Simeon target
Banana and
eliminated.
Token? Hello?
Yeah,
Hello?
go
Okay,
pick up
take-
something. Rhapsody's gonna take it. Alright, Token gonna be picked up by Swiftblade, but now they're gonna have to deal with Mega Creeps very possibly. No, the initiation from the Legion side, and the Kraken ultimate gonna do a lot as Prisoner probably gonna be the first one to fall here. TDL in the background has the Hellflower up, and she's gonna finally pop the Shrunken and a Soul of Rage. Wow! Immediately gets all of her health back, destroys Marcus Moy. Looks like Fair gonna be the next on the list, and he dies as well. Kraken not gonna survive very much against this onslaught. And looks like Swiftblade, the only one to be able to do too much of anything, but the Swift Slash is bouncing between too many targets. There's a Tempest Hole as well, and Architiger not going to get out of this. They have Mega Creeps in the Hellborn team, and that's the game, as they actually CC before they can kill Archie. And,
I'm pretty
Honestly,
sure
again,
Marcus
that
Moy
didn't
wanted to TP, so someone gives him the bananas or something like that, but
yeah,
what the hell was that?
that was interesting, in very many ways. Yeah, Fusen, final thoughts?
Hellborn won.
Hellborn did win. It's true.
Late game.
That's true. They ended up having the late game. In some manner. I don't know. Anything else?
No,
No. All right, that's fine.
I played.
It was a good game. It was a very even game, actually. Yes. Anything else you'd like to say about that game?
No, I wanna jump.
No, not really.
Just kind of done it. All right, that's fair. We'll be moving into game 2 in just a minute then. So stick around, guys. We'll be right back.